I still remember this guy from Central California coming back, waited till class was over, and with his cohort, and he simply said, I got to tell you what happened Sunday. And I said, what happened Sunday? He said, I'm still teaching with coat and tie. I'm still teaching behind the big wood pulpit. But because of what we've been learning here, I got to the end of my message and I said, now I just feel like I want to share with you. The preaching's over. I just want to share something with you. And he said, I took off my coat. I laid it on the choir loft. I loosened my tie. And he goes, I stepped out from behind the pulpit and I sat down on the top steps leading up to the holy altar. And he goes, I spent the last 5 minutes just sharing with my church what this message meant to me and what I hoped it would do to them. I said, how'd it go? He went to answer me, and that's when the lips started quivering and the tears started coming down. He said the line of people afterwards that said for the first time they felt like they really connected with their pastor. And he goes, Chris, that 5 minutes sitting on the steps without a coat and just loosening my tie was the most freedom I've ever experienced on stage in my church. He has been living up to this internal idea of what a pastor should be, ought to wear, ought to act like in front of his congregation. And he's been living up to this old mystique, this holy myth. And for the first time he experienced, I said, so what's next week going to look like? He's, oh, there's going to be no tie. He goes, I think I'll keep the jacket for a while. He's all, but that's going to come off too. I go, how many people in your church wear a coat and tie? He goes, me and a couple deacons. I go, why do they wear a coat and tie? He's all, because the pastor wears a coat and tie. I go, what are you doing? What are you doing? And it's that, if that's you out there, just step into the person, the man or woman God has called you to be. Start playing you. And the only type of church you can ever authentically lead is the type of church that you want to go to. Anything else is a farce. Anything else you can't live up to. Just go, what makes you come alive? Start being you.